Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear. The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was within yourselves. You are correct, but that truth comes from you. It is part of the flame, and yours to wield. You must make myths, not follow them. Yes, this is your duty. Your friend Byron understands this. As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron. Byron always called me a pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our flaws, or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are. If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
1K, a word please, without the streaming. I'm sure you're aware that the situation in New Jerusalem is unsettled. Your discoveries challenged our beliefs in difficult ways. Luckily, people still have faith in the course I laid out. You contributed to that, in some ways. But I know you've also had your doubts about my choices. Look, let me speak plainly for a moment. You and I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand, it wasn't really about her. It was about what the city needed. It was about keeping us together, invested in a common narrative. And it was about preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is real, and our flaws are still the same. A myth, but a necessary one. I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K, although I sometimes play one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying to save Byron, but what's in that pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build. That's what you said to Pandora, isn't it? The truth is the only foundation a future can be built upon. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Anyway, I've done what I could. You do as you must. Good luck.
Let's go.
You're coming along this time?
Yep.
Well, what about protocol?
Screw protocol. It's Byron.
Follow my sprite, and it will show you the way to your friend.
Do as he says. We went through...
This way. You must free him. He cannot free himself.
What's happening? 1K? I'm out. Oh, my friend, the things that I saw, the power of this machine. The depth of her grief. Come on, follow me. I have to show you something. I thought all of this was deliberate. Athena testing us to see if we're worthy of her invention. I wanted to believe that she had a plan. In my own way, I mythologized her as much as everyone else. I never thought she might feel confused, lonely, uncertain. And what's the most human thing to do when you feel lost and sad and you have no idea what to do next? You take a nap. Here, listen.
If I give them the machine, if I convince them of its power, we could finally build the world Alexandra imagined. The world Miranda deserved. No, the world we all deserve, even the worst of us. We could take stewardship of this planet. We could explore the stars. We could give meaning to the universe.
If you embrace the knowledge of the flame, you can bring light into the darkness.
But what if they make the same mistakes again? What if selfishness and stupidity win out again? What if they take my machine and turn it into a weapon? What if they act like children and burn the planet?
The secrets of the flame are not for ordinary mortals to know. You cannot overcome your sinful nature.
Do you see what's happening? It's her. It's all her. Everything we're seeing is Athena. Her every hope, her every fear, all of her memories and contradictions brought to life by the machine. A dream-given form expressed in the language of her childhood. A world of puzzles and towers.
No, what can I do? How do I make this decision? There has to be an answer. There has to be a way of making sure it's the right choice. It can't just be a leap of faith.
There are no answers, creature of clay. Every question leads to another.
She's not waiting for us to prove ourselves before she helps us. She needs us to help her. We have to wake her up. Whoops. The system is still stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out. Come on.
No! I cannot allow this.
Uh-oh.
You have suffered a grievous injury, my child. But do not lose faith. Your companions have not forgotten you, and it is through the bonds that you have forged that you will be saved.
Welcome back to the land of the living. For a while there, I thought we might have to reset you. We think you and Byron got hit by some kind of energy discharge. Knocked both of you out. Alcatraz, Melville, and Yakut went looking for you, but you were hard to find. And even harder to fix. It's been several weeks. He's fine, don't worry. Despite all the challenges he faced, Mayor Herman Nubis succeeded in keeping people on his side. Faith in the goal is stronger than it ever was. The question is, what do you plan to do now? And what about the theory of everything? Good. I didn't want to push you, but I agree. Like you said, the alternative would mean giving up who I am, and I shouldn't have to do that. Byron's waiting for you outside, by the way. We're all in this together, 1K. One way or another.
Hello, 1K. We've been through quite the journey, haven't we? But the story's not over yet. We do. She gave everything she had for this city. And I don't think any of us really understood it. Not even me. We all tried to turn her into a prophet when she was just a human being. Athena's dreams, a recursive loop of hopes and fears, and my own foolishness for thinking I had been abandoned when I had been given a chance to grow up, to stand for my own ideas. Herman may have sold everyone on his myth, but I don't think even he can afford to prohibit us from trying to find Athena. I can get us a VTOL. Speak to Melville and Yakut. They were part of the beginning, they can be part of the end, if they want to. I'll take care of the rest.
You're going back, aren't you?
We are. We can't leave Athena trapped.
But you're not going to shut the machine down, are you?
No?
Then let me just say this, okay? I understand what you believe in. I really do. I've always respected your vision of the future, Byron. It's beautiful. It's moving. But just consider that maybe there is another way. A way that is more humble and maybe less exciting, but no less beautiful. Just consider that maybe that machine doesn't have any answers for us. None that really matter. We don't need a theory of everything to be happy.
It was never just about happiness, Hal. But thank you for your honesty. All right, I'll see you at the VTOL.
Mayor Herman knows what he's doing. Attention all citizens. The duration of the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition has been extended to celebrate Completion Day and our dedication to the principles of the goal. May the founder be with you.
Hi, 1K.
One K. You're back on your feet. One of which I fixed, by the way. You're welcome. Of course I will. I think I might want this even more than you do. I want to explore. I want to build. I want to be more than this grumpy old mechanic going through the motions. I want to live. See you there.
Good luck.
See? It was Athena who sent Prometheus. And they found Byron alive. Just like I said.
Well, if you're so clever, what's next?
Honestly, I have no idea. Could go either way.
For once, we agree.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
You're back. I'm not sure everyone will be so glad you're awake. People are scared of what will happen if you go back to the island.
I'm really glad you made it, 1K. For a while, I really thought even Neith couldn't fix you. I'm sorry, but I can't. I just don't believe that things could turn out well. I thought about it over and over, and I understand what it would mean for us. But I just think people are too flawed. We'd make too many mistakes. Take care, 1K.
Hi, 1K.
One K, dude! So cool to finally meet you. My name's Purple. I'm a big fan of yours. Strange things are afoot, dude. Life is gonna change. I can feel it. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see. Honestly, dude, I don't have a clue. I don't really understand all this philosophical stuff. But you've had all these awesome, mind-blowing experiences, so you know what? I trust you to make the right choice.
May the Founder be with you.
Welcome back, 1K. Glad to see you're doing better. Mayor Herman may have convinced the majority that his way is the right way, but I'm not going to give up. I have to keep warning people that if we don't maintain our infrastructure, disaster is inevitable. Maybe it's futile, but it's still my responsibility. I think it's only the beginning. Athena hasn't even scratched the surface of what you could do with it. And that's fine, she's just one person. The really interesting stuff is gonna start happening when you give this power to the people. When every citizen can bring their own ingenuity to it.
The elevator's out again. Can someone from engineering please fix that right away? Thank you. 1K, welcome back. I'm afraid there's been some political shuffling while you were sleeping, and I've got an appreciable workload. I hope you'll bring this expedition to a responsible conclusion. I'm sure you'll put the needs of New Jerusalem before any personal desires. Goodbye, 1K.
I'm glad you're here, Melville. I wish Alcatraz and Yakut could come too, but they believe what they believe.
Well, I thought about it, and it turns out it's pretty simple. They're wrong.
You do have a way with words.
I know.
I have only one thing to ask of you, my child. When at last you find yourself before Athena, be gentle to my old friend. The weight of the world was placed on her shoulders, and if she failed to carry it, it was because no one can carry such a burden alone.
All right, 1K, you're in charge now. If you want to explore, make sure we didn't miss anything out there, go ahead. When you're ready, let us know, and we'll head into the megastructure.
There seem to be more puzzles per cluster than necessary to gain access to the tower. I wonder what happens if you solve all of them. Yes? Well, that explains the discrepancies between all those schematics you found and the actual megastructure. It's all been transformed by Athena's dream. No wonder it was driving me potty. Driving me potty? What kind of bizarre idiot came up with that expression? I'm serious. The moment we're done with this, I'm going to sit down and update the language libraries. And I'm going to put in every swear word in every language ever invented. It's hard to believe Herman got elected again. The man's both a cynic and an idiot, and he's going to make life difficult for us. Basically, I think it's going to get a lot uglier before it gets better. But if we succeed, it will get better. There was a lot of work to do, a lot of things to repair. And as I was doing that, I kept thinking what a waste of my energy this is. How much more I could be doing if I had the means.
What's up, 1K? Of course. Faith in humanity doesn't have to be blind faith, 1K. The future isn't going to be a utopia, but it will be better. And not just a little bit. In the long run, I think we'll be fine. He can't imagine the world we're trying to build. But when he sees it with his own eyes, I think he'll come around. Herman has people convinced. And you too for a while. It's not an encouraging situation. But if you can change your mind, so can other people.
We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact?